Hello, Dr. Irene and everyone. I hope you're all doing good wherever you are. I'm Alicia, and through this video, I'd like to present you the online game that I choose to observe for this assignment. Last week, while doing consultation with Dr. Irene, I proposed Mobile Legends Hero, specifically focus on observing Gatot Kaca. It's a hero player on Mobile Legends. But unfortunately, that game does not really cover about racial or ethnic digital divide. So I couldn't find any particular thing that relates to a racial stereotype. Therefore, I decided to change the game, to change the data side. Alright. Okay. So I decided to observe an online game named Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. It's the 11th installment of the Wolfenstein series and a sequel to the 2014 Wolfenstein, the New Order. So it's developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda Softworks. So the setting of this game took place in 1961, which the Nazi-occupied USA. It followed William Joseph B.J. Blazkowicz in his efforts to ignite the Second American Revolution 5 months after the events of the New Orders, the previous game series of Wolfenstein. So for this assignment, I took the most prominent scene, the most prominent parts that capture or reveal the existence of racial stereotypes only. So I don't play the game because, as Dr. Irene stated well in the previous consultation, I either can play the game or observe someone who plays it. And yeah, so sadly, this game is only over free trial for the first level of the game. So you need to pay. You need to pay to get the full version, to upgrade to the full version of the game. So yeah, that's why I decided to analyze and observe it through someone's playing. Okay. So this scene is a part of the game, and I took this from a YouTube channel. This is the scene which take place in, where the Nazi have conquered not only Europe but also the United States. So the player of the game here play as a B.J. Blazkowicz. He is a freedom fighter and expert killer of the Nazi. So BJ and three actors here they're all auditioning for the part of BJ Blazkowicz. So they were given lines to memorize. And the player in this game has the option to write the lines on their hand, but the ink smears, kind of not seen on their hands. So it's best to them to remember the lines in the old-fashioned way. So after the player of this game arrive, Hitler walks into this room. So while Hitler entered this room with his bathrobe, we can see that the race stereotypes happen during the conversation when Hitler began accusing everyone being spies, began accusing these actors being spies. So let's take a look at this video.
I'm gonna write this down.
Places, quickly! Hide Hitler!
Heil Hitler!
verraten. Wer in Gottes Namen das ist?
Ja, es sind Schauspieler, mein Führer.
Schauspieler.
Diese Männer wollen für die Rolle von William Joseph Blaskowitz vorsprechen. Es sind Schauspieler. Es tut mir leid, meine Nachricht hat sie wohl nicht erreicht.
Was? Besser konnten wir nicht finden. Keiner von denen sieht dem Kerl auch nur ähnlich.
Ja, das kriegen
Gott nochmal.
wir mit Schminke hin, mein Führer.
Oh ja, Schminke. Gut. Das ist magisch.
Ja.
Magisch.
Magisch.
Schauspieler. Geschult in der Kunst der Verkleidung und Täuschung. Ja. Ähnlich wie Spione. Vielleicht ist ja ein Spion unter Ihnen. Sie haben sicher alle mein Buch gelesen.
Oh, yes, mein Führer. And my children have read it too. I loved it, Mr. Hitler. Super good.
Mr. Hitler, wenn Sie mich ansprechen, sagen Sie mein Führer. Verstanden? Haben Sie keinen Respekt vor Autorität? Ihre Worte gewähren Einblick in einen höchst verräterischen Geist.
I am so sorry, mein Führer.
Sind Sie denn ein Idiot?
No, mein Führer.
Sind Sie ein verkleideter Schurke, ein Jude? Ein verräterischer Jude?
No, mein Führer. I'm from Arizona.
Sie kommen immer wieder. Wölfe im Schafspelz. Konspirierende, lügende, niederträchtige Juden. Ich erkenne sie schon von weitem.
I'm gonna write this down.
Okay, from the whole scene, there's a racial stereotype exists. More specifically, a racial stereotype of the German toward the Jewish. So from the conversation, we can capture how Hitler being racist toward the Jew, how Hitler explicitly stereotyped the Jew when the actor called him Mr. Hitler. We can see how Hitler furious mad because the actor addressed him as Mr. Hitler instead of referring him by his title, Führer. So Führer here is a German word meaning the leader or the guide. So as a political title, it is associated with a Nazi dictator. The Hitler itself, Adolf Hitler. So it's the title used by Hitler to define his role of absolute authority. And also, he's also, deeply paranoid. That's why he is accusing this actor being a Jew. Hitler thought that the actor here, lacked respect for the authority and suspected him as a Jewish spy. When the actor tried to deny this accusation, saying, "No, Hitler, I'm from Arizona," and without hesitation, Hitler shoots him. Perhaps this is the most important moment that reveal racial stereotypes in this game. So this scene seems to reflect the increasing paranoia of the traitors and Jews trying to destroy Hitler. And Hitler even mentioned and labeled the Jew as a race which is conspiring, lying, and deceitful Jew. So I think this refers to racial stereotype too, as it is shown that how Hitler put anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism here is the hatred of the Jews. Okay. According to South African History Online, the Nazis said that Jews were inferior and undesirable. So the slaves, along with the gypsies and the Jews, were defined as being racially inferior and non-Aryan, and they were thus considered to be a danger to the Aryan or German master race. So Hitler, as the leader of the Nazi Party, argued that the Germans was superior to all other races. Hitler became obsessed with racial purity and used the word Aryan to describe his idea of a pure German race. So the Aryan race had a duty to control the world. So the Nazis believed that the Aryans had the most pure blood of all the people on earth. So non-Aryans here, like the Jews and the Gypsies, came to be seen as impure and even evil. So Hitler believed that Aryan superiority was being threatened particularly by the Jew. Therefore, a hierarchy of races was created with the Aryans at the top and the Jews, Gypsies, and black people at the bottom. So these inferior people were seen as a threat to the purity and strength of the German nation. So that's why Hitler put so much hatred toward the Jews. Okay, and this is the references. I guess that's the racial stereotypes exist in this game only through the conversation. I didn't find any racial stereotypes exist in other sources like physical attributes or physical materials, belonging, ability, and environment in this game. So the only racial stereotype exists only through the language or during the conversation. I guess that's all that I want to say through this presentation. Thank you for your attention. Bye.